Details about the final moments before the Faro went down in the Caribbean last year. The captain apparently rejected two separate suggestions from his second and third mates to change course as the ship approached Hurricane Joaquin.
Now, there are more than 500 pages of transcripts from the black box of the Faro's final moments. The ship lost propulsion the morning of October 1st last year. Just before 7 a.m., Captain Michael Davidson said, quote, "There's no need to ring the general alarm yet. We are not abandoning the ship." Minutes later at 7:01, he radioed a marine emergency.
Less than 10 minutes after that, he's heard saying the crew is safe, trying to save the ship. The call over the radio at 7:28 says, quote, "Captain, you ready to abandon the ship?" Davidson responds, quote, "Yeah, but I'd like to make sure everybody has their immersion suits." NTSB investigators say there is no way of knowing from the recordings if everyone got those suits on. Moving the clock forward to 7:29 now.
Davidson calls for crew members to get off the ship. Family members say it is hard hearing about their loved one's final moments.
I'm sure that the crew members was in a frantic. I mean, me, myself, I would just be running around all over the ship in a storm like that.
So after the captain ordered everyone abandon ship, life rafts were deployed 2 minutes later. The recording then ends with Captain Davidson still on the bridge. Investigators believe that bridge went underwater at 7:40 a.m. Local maritime attorney Rod Sullivan joins us now from the newsroom. Good morning to you, Rod. Thanks for being here.
Morning,
so by our estimates here, based on this timeline, it looks like the crew had just about 10 minutes to abandon ship. Was that enough time?
No, it really wasn't. All of the decisions to put out distress signals, to abandon ship, all of these were really too late. Unfortunately, they delayed the decisions until the very last minute, and while they got off the ships, I don't think all the crew members had time to get onto their ships, onto their suits.
Yeah, it's interesting, too, because let's take a closer look at the timeline that was released yesterday, Rod, if you don't mind. Two time periods that really stuck out in my mind. 11:05 p.m., so basically the night before, Captain Davidson said that the latest forecast puts us real close, the third mate said this, to the hurricane. Okay, then just 3 hours later, the second mate called Davidson to suggest changing course. Why would a captain be so hesitant to just change course just out of the abundance of caution?
Well, you know, this captain had been trained on the Alaska run, and that's a number of things you hear on the transcript, him saying to the crew members, this ship's going to Alaska, and you're going to have this every winter day in Alaska, so, you know, don't worry about this weather. It's not that bad, and we're going to push our way through it, and we're going to be on the opposite end of the storm in about an hour or two. The fact was, though, that he didn't know where the storm was, and so his prediction that he was going to be on the back end of it was simply inaccurate.
So you have said, actually, that the ship was taking on water as early as 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And that the crew just simply didn't know. How would they not know?
Well, first of all, when you're in heavy seas like that, high water alarms are going off all the time, and there's a tendency to ignore it. Secondly, the water in the ship makes it actually ride more stable. It doesn't pitch quite as much. The captain said at 4 a.m., I slept like a baby. You know, he says the ship's riding very well. It's not pounding. Well, one of the reasons it's not pounding, one of the reasons it's riding very well is because it has tons of water in the hold. It wasn't until 4:45 when they attempted to do a course change and that water sloshed from one side of the ship to another and the ship became uncontrollable that they realized that something was terribly wrong.
That said, one would assume that there would be some kind of alarms or something ringing as early as 3, 4, even 5 a.m. to say that, hey, there's a bunch of water in the bottom of the ship.
Yeah, there's only a single alarm in number 3 hold. My guess is it actually did ring and that people ignored it, because if you listen to or read the audio tapes, there are alarms going off all the time. There are autopilot alarms, there are steering alarms, there are high water alarms, there are tank alarms. And quite frankly, I think this number 3 hold flooding just got lost in all the din of all the alarms that occur when a ship's in heavy weather.
So let's fast forward then to this decision about abandoning ship, as you suggested, entirely too late. Was this an issue, you think, of him being concerned about the fact that they're now in hurricane force winds and abandoning ship would even further endanger, for example, the crew? Or was this a case of a captain under pressure and not wanting to lose a multi-million-dollar ship?
Well, I don't want to put the under pressure moniker on him, but I think he was believing that he could save the ship up to the very last minute. I mean, they thought the water's coming through as scuttle hatch, and they closed the scuttle hatch and they thought that would correct the problem. Well, one of the things they find out around 6:30 is they've closed the hatch, they're pumping out as fast as they can, and the water level is still rising. And they can't figure out where the water's coming from. Is it coming from a broken water main? You know, where's it coming from, a fracture in the hull? And so as they're trying to work out this problem, you know, the ship is getting more and more in peril.
Rod Sullivan joining us. Thank you for your perspective. We should note that Rod Sullivan is representing a family members, obviously, who are suing Tote Maritime. Thank you, Rod, for your perspective. And remember, you can read the full timeline of events and also the latest information on the NTSB investigation, along with the audio recordings of the ship's final hours on our website, news4jax.com. Just look for this story on the homepage.